Okay, everybody. I am here because I have heard some malicious people have been spreading rumor that Glaceon is the worst Pokemon ever created. Now, there's only one reason why someone would tell lies like this, and it is because they have realized that Glaceon is the best Pokemon ever, okay? And so, in order to make my case, and in order to tell the world the truth, to stop bad YouTubists from lying to the good people at home, I am here to show you Glaceon, best Pokemon of all time. Now, this might be irresponsible of me, because I was planning on winning Worlds with Glaceon, because Glaceon is best Pokemon of all time, but I have a duty as an entertainist, as a content creatist. I must tell the world the truth. Glaceon, and this is actually not a... Well, actually, never mind, I'm not going to say it. Glaceon, very strong. First of all, excellent design. Amazing shiny form me. Best evolution, hands down. Great defensive typing. Great offensive typing. They gave it freeze dry. Very, very good move. Allows it to beat water types. They said, we're going to make the best ice type Pokemon ever. Very cool evolution method. It involves by Icy Rock. So many good things about Glaceon. Priority. One of the few evolutions with stab priority. I know they get quick attack. Oh, high ranked opponent. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Lapras, Gothitelle, Incineroar, Togekiss, Sableye, and Dragapult. So, this is a little scary, not gonna front. This be a little scary. I think I'm gonna do Dusclops, Togekiss up front. And obviously Glaceon in the back because I like to win. And then, should I do Conk or Escavalier? Escavalier is better against Gothitelle and Togekiss. Conk is better against Lapras and Incineroar. And the Ghost types, it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, actually, no. Escavalier can be burned, which is bad, but Conkeldurr... I feel like I should bring Escavalier, but I think I'm going to bring Conk here because I'm not confident that... I'm honestly just not confident that I can outlast the Trick Room. Or, like, that I can win in the few turns I'm going to have with Trick Room. So, yeah, this opponent is very high-ranked. But so I'd be worried if I didn't have Glaceon on my team, but since I have Glaceon, I think it should be fine. I mean, yeah, it's Glaceon. So, let's see what they lead off with. This is a scary team for sure. I'm glad I led Togekiss. Let's see if they lead. Dragapult is one of the Pokemon I'm most worried about. That should be Lapras and Gothitelle. Alright, cool. So I can't switch out, which is definitely big unfortunate. Big unfortunate. Let's see. It should be weakness. Oh, it's Wiki Berry and Agua Berry. Okay, so this is not... This might be Perish Trap. Hold up a second. This is kind of looking like Perish Trap to me. And if it is Perish Trap, I can't do that much about it, honestly. Yeah, if you have these two berries, there's a good chance this is Perish Trap. Which is a problem. Which is a big problem, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm most likely gonna get fake outed on my Gothitelle or my Togekiss here, and Lapras is gonna go for Perish Song. I just didn't even consider the Perish option. Yeah. So this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to be pretty smart about how I play this, because I maybe should have just gone for damage on Gothitelle, actually, because it's not like I'm in any danger. I just in case, like, it looks like Perish Trap. It's not necessarily Perish Trap. Oh, I was wrong. It's not Perish Trap. Okay, cool. Unless it's is Gothitelle Dynamaxing? Why is it in a Dusk Ball? No, it should be Lapras, right? Okay. Okay, so Perish Song, or whatever I did was the right thing to do. So Lapras is going to Gigantamax here, which is annoying for sure. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, this is probably fake out as well. They actually go for Helping Hand, so they really want Togekiss gone. That's good for me. That's definitely good for me. I'm going to get my Gleam off here. I do not terrible damage to Goth, but even though I'm Scope Lens, I don't manage to crit anything, and Togekiss is going to faint here. So it's not the best turn one. I need to make sure I don't lose another Pokemon, because if I do, I will probably just straight up lose. Yeah. So, they get Aurora Veil, which is bad, don't get me wrong. But the good news is I get to go into Glaceon now, and Glaceon, if anyone's going to bring this back for me, you know, it's probably going to be Glaceon. So, yeah, here's where things get a little tricky. I'm going to go Glaceon. And I'm just going to start smacking. So... Normally, most Pokemon would probably, like, not be able... Like, most people would probably feel bad after, you know, losing them on turn 1, and it very likely could be Perish Song on the opponent's team. But I don't feel that bad because I have Glaceon. I also have Brick Break on my Dusclops. Really the one thing I'm worried about is an ally switch. That would be really bad here, because I really would like to get rid of Gothitelle, but I don't know if Gothitelle is going to... Like, I don't know if either of these Pokemon are going to feel super threatened by what I have. But yeah, an ally switch would be really bad. But they have Helping Hand. They've probably got Trick Room and Psychic moves, so I would expect the last move to be Fake Out, most likely. I think they went for Helping Hand just in case I Dynamax my Togekiss, which would have made sense, I think. Let's see if they go for it. They go for Helping Hand again, so they really want something gone. It might be Max Geyser. I'm going to Brick Break myself, which is good. Do a little bit of damage, but not too much. And I actually activate my weakness policy. So Glaceon is in really good shape now because it's +2. And I have 3 turns left to Trick Room after this. That's still good news getting a knockout on Togekiss turn 1, even though I went down. We're able to get into a sweeper. So we actually just do KO Gothitelle through the I was almost at Aroma Veil, but it's Aurora Veil. So Gothitelle goes down here, but they get to use their attack now. This is probably Geyser if I had to guess. They go for Geyser, yeah. I mean, the good news is both my Pokemon will take this okay, even though it's Helping Hand boosted. Yeah, Dusclops should take like 50. A little more than 50, but I can... Yeah, Dusclops is actually pretty close to getting knocked out, which is a problem, because then I may lose to Parasong. But the good news is, once I still have 3 turns left of this, so, of this Veil, or of Trick Room, and I can break the Veil this turn. And if they go for, if they try and set the oh, Dragapult, okay. So, they're definitely going to protect Dragapult, but I don't really have a better thing to do. I'm going to Brick Break and... Okay, wait. Are they going to protect Dragapult, or are they going to switch to Incineroar? Because both make sense. I feel like they're going to switch to Incineroar or Protect, but... Should I hard read to switch to Incineroar? What else could I have in the back here? Incineroar, Togekiss... This is really dumb, and I probably shouldn't do it. Well, it could have gone worse. Like, it could have gone better. It could have gone worse, too. We're gonna get rid of the Aurora Veil. I think we can take a Max Resonance now. Okay, so the other reason why I didn't go for Ice Storm there was because I was worried that the Hail would KO. If I set Hail up, I would accidentally KO my Glaceon, which would have been bad. So instead I did that. Because I really needed to make sure that this Veil is gone for the rest of the game. So I'm going to Brick Break again. And I'm going to Max Hailstorm this time. I think there's like a really good chance that... I think there's a really good chance that they switch here, but even that's not the end of the world, frankly. Because, like, they basically, except for Incineroar, can KO everything else. My endgame here is very Glaceon-centric. But I got the Hail up, which is good for Glaceon. I'm really just worried about Incineroar here, because I think that I didn't do enough damage fast enough. They go for a double, but they fail. Okay, so it's going to be a 2 versus 2 at the end of this turn, most likely. I'm getting rid of Lapras's Aurora Veil for the last time. And now I'm a little worried about Parasong, but let's see what they go for. They'll probably just go for an attack into my Dusclops to take it out. The thing is, yeah, I guess Freeze Dry is their best bet. The thing is, the other thing worth noting here is that, That's what they go for, Freeze Dry? Yep. Is that I have Snow Cloak up, which is actually really relevant right now, because all moves have, I think, their accuracy reduced to, I think, 80%, if they're 100%. So let's see what the last Pokemon is. If it's Togekiss, Glaceon can win. If it's Incineroar, it's going to be tough. And if it's Sableye, we should be fine. So they go into, I think, probably Togekiss based on how they're playing. It is Togekiss. This actually is less good than it looks, I think, because even though I'm +2, my Conkeldurr is, for some reason, Choice Band. Well, the reason is that I didn't have a Flame Orb, so I'm just gonna Mach Punch here because I don't think I can take a combination attack. So I'm gonna Mach Punch and Freeze Dry. I think I can still win this, because I'm +2 on my Glaceon. I don't think they're gonna follow me. They protect Togekiss, so I kind of wish I had not done Mach Punch here. Let's say they double protect. No, Mach Punch comes out. This is Choice Band. Oh my God, is that a crit? No, it's not. Conkeldurr picks up the Oko with Mach Punch. Thank you, Choice Band. Any other item wouldn't have been as good there. I am a little worried about Glaceon. No, Glaceon. I mean, it's Glaceon. I can definitely win this. Yeah, Glaceon definitely wins this one, thanks to the +2. They might not even hit me. Oh, Trick Room was still up. I miscounted my turns. Well, so I guess maybe other moves would have been better there. Although, technically, no other move would have been better because, like, based on what actually happened, because, because now, like, my Conkeldurr is probably likely to get one-shot. Anyway, Glaceon wins against a pretty high-ranked opponent, not gonna lie. I was definitely worried. We lost a Pokemon turn 1, but then Glaceon just came in and did big damage. I know the Hyper Beam play looked like a bit of a stretch, but I think if they had Incineroar there, they probably would have switched it in. And that would have been really good for me. If I'd gotten that, it probably would have won me the game. So, yeah, we're going to do one more. 174 down to 132. All right, cool. So we're in the high ranks right now. And yeah, I mean, that was just that was kind of like a showcase of how Glaceon works. So let's see what they have here. Another high-ranked opponent, ranked 357. So let's see if we can win this one. Incineroar, this is a tough matchup. Incineroar, Togekiss, Tyranitar, Rotom Wash, Mimikyu, and Excadrill. So the good news is that Conkeldurr should be able to OHKO for these Pokemon, minus the fairies. The bad news is they have 2 fairy types. Normally versus these style of teams, I like to bring my Lodic up front. Yeah. The thing is, so I could lead my Lodic Dusclops, because I definitely want Trick Room up here, I think. What I'm worried about is if they lead Tyranitar and just KO me, but I think I'm going to do my Lodic Dusclops here. Conkeldurr and Glaceon. Yeah, because Glaceon is obviously amazing, and then... Yeah. This is a tough matchup. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we lose. But we do have Glaceon, which helps a lot. Not gonna lie. Glaceon having Ice Shard as well is nice here because I can actually proc Mimikyu's Disguise before any other Pokemon hits it. Which is actually, like, it might not sound like a big deal, but for example, if it's like slow Mimikyu or, something like that, and I have Milotic, because I'm max speed Milotic with, I'm like max speed offensive Milotic. This is probably gonna be like Cheetar Rotom Wash or Cheetar Togekiss or something. Which is unfortunate, but I'm just gonna click Blizzard and freeze him. I don't know if I've frozen anybody on this channel yet. I don't think I've gotten any freezes. Have I frozen anybody in a video recently? Excuse me. It's in my throat. Alright, Mimikyu and Tyranitar would be the worst case. Mimikyu, Togekiss. Okay, so they're doing some Wolf Glick stuff in the chat. Milotic and Dusclops from my end. So, if I had a Scavalier, I'd be feeling really nice. I don't have a Scavalier, though. So let's find out their items. So Togekiss has Scope Lens and Mimikyu has Lumberry. So, this is offensive Togekiss and Mimikyu. Nothing crazy here. I'm just going to click Muddy Water. I don't want to click Blizzard because it can miss. I'm going to click Muddy Water and Trick Room here, I think. Togekiss is very likely to Dynamax, but my endgame here I think is Glaceon Conkeldurr. So honestly my main priorities are just smacking, like getting rid of Mimikyu's Disguise. That's a big one, and then they're actually slow Mimikyu, or they're reversing my Trick Room. Getting a Muddy Water here is good. It's gonna do like actually not bad damage to Togekiss. They might go for like Trick Room here. Let's see if we get accuracy drops. That'd be good. Does not look like we got any accuracy drops, which is unfortunate, but that's how it works. Shadow Claw comes out. They're actually just slow, like nothing else to say about it. Dazzling Gleam comes out as well. This is, has a good chance to crit. And I go for Trick Room turn 1. I take a lot of damage here, which is not ideal, of course. But we have kind of, like I said, the only 2 Pokemon that I'm worried about with Conk are these 2. So if I go for Muddy Water and Nightshade here and put them both into range, I'm going to smack Mimikyu here just in case they try to reverse the Trick Room. Incineroar in the back is slightly problematic, but, everything's problematic to a certain degree. I'm not sure if they'll Dynamax here. Because if they were going to Dynamax, I would have expected it turn 1. So we'll see. Life Orb Muddy Water should do a decent chunk to Mimikyu, although it's actually kind of specially bulky, but even if they reverse Trick Room, like even if they go for reverse Trick Room and Dazzling Gleam here, Milotic will still outspeed next turn, and that will put me in good shape. They have Shadow Claw as well, which is interesting. So no Protects, no Dynamaxes, and no Switches. Nightshade's going to come out, do some damage. Flamethrower comes out, actually. Maybe they expected to switch to a Scavalier. 70 down to 46. They go for Play Rough into Milotic, so they're just chipping me down. Drop my attack! Drop my attack! Oh! Oh no! Alright, that's bad. Play Rough and Shadow Claw. Noted. Alright, I'm about to lose both my Pokemon. Oh, we get the accuracy drop, though. That's good. Milotic barely hangs on. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to Muddy Water, and this turn I'm going to Nightshade the Togekiss. We are running out of Trick Room turns extremely fast. But again, I think with Glaceon in the back, I can still win this. Nightshade comes out. No Shadow Sneak. So let's see here. They go for Gleam. Somebody avoids. Dusclops. That's actually really good for me. Not going to lie. That's very good for me. They have Trick Room this whole time. Oh my god, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. Their last move is Trick Room. And Dusclops doesn't have enough health left, I think. Alright, I think I lost this. That's really bad for me. I'm gonna get Glaceon in now. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't know how much to take from Shadow Claw. I'm just gonna hope that I survive. I'm gonna go Ice Shard here. Like I mentioned, Ice Shard is good. That Muddy Water miss is really bad because, I may have been able to pick off the Mimikyu with Ice Shard if I had hit, because it's actually pretty strong. Ice Shard comes out, the should KO Togekiss, so we don't get 4-0'd, which is good. But it's looking kind of rough for the boys. They go for Shadow Claw, presumably. I need Dusclops to survive here. I don't think it will. That might be a crit. I went down kind of fast. No, okay, no crit. Okay, this is going to be really hard. I don't think I did enough to Mimikyu, unfortunately. The good news is I do have my Dynamax left. The bad news is I am Choice Band. Yeah, I really wish I'd hit that Muddy Water because I may have been able to win this. They go into Incineroar. Alright, that's fine. So, I have a couple options here, right? I can Dynamax Conkeldurr, which I think is the obvious play. I'm gonna make a hard read. I'm gonna say they're gonna Flare Blitz and Play Rough or something, or just, I don't know, switch out. So I'm gonna Hailstorm and Close Combat here. Or, wait a second, should I Strike in Close Combat? Because it might be slow Mimikyu. Like, should I focus on getting rid of Incineroar here? They're probably going to Dynamax Incineroar, right, realistically? And maybe Max Flare and Play Rough, that feels pretty safe. Or maybe they'll switch out. I'm going to Hailstorm in Close Combat. I think there's a chance they Dynamax Incineroar, but that's alright. They Dynamax somebody. Oh wait, Love Ball, that might be Mimikyu, actually. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because Conkeldurr, I honestly think there's a chance that Conkeldurr could take a Play Rough. Max Play Rough. Maybe. Like, it's strong, but I don't know. I guess it depends a lot on stuff. I don't know if Max Hailstorm and it depends. A lot depends on how they're training these Pokemon. It's definitely not 100% over, but it's looking kind of rough. That Muddy Water miss, it was crucial, honestly. Yeah. Based on how they were playing, I didn't expect them to have Trick Room, so I kind of just, like, didn't cover for it, but, that was my bad, apparently. So, alright, Glaceon is up here. They go for Starfall. Wait a second. If Conk survives this... Ooh, I'm really surprised by that. I'm really surprised by that. I really thought... Because it's a strong move, but Conkeldurr's not bad. This must be, like, Adamant Mimikyu. Yeah, it's obviously Adamant Mimikyu. So I guess, I don't know. I guess I just didn't know my calcs. Parting Shot, if they had Flare Blitzed me there, I think I had a chance. Because Weakness Policy would have activated, and then I would have gotten Hail Up, which allows me to dodge attacks, but yeah. In this situation, it's almost impossible, I think. With -1 special attack, I don't think I can win this. Roadstone's the last... You know, that's frustrating because if I was so close to winning this. I was really close to winning this, but that's okay. It's not over 100% yet. I still have a couple tricks left up my sleeve, though that's not doing very much damage at all. The thing is, like, we still have Dynamax, although they can just Phantasm me here. Mimikyu takes damage, Rotom takes damage. Yeah, I mean, it's looking really bad. Glaceon was strong, but yeah, I really needed, because the Muddy Water chip would have done as much as they have left. So, you know, even if this was a 2 versus 1, I would feel okay, because I could Hyper Beam into the Incineroar. Like, the real thing is that I wouldn't have had to take this attack. But that's Muddy Water, right? It misses. That's like kind of the point. So yeah, you can't be too upset about it, but still unfortunate. Glaceon is now -1 defense. We do dodge a Thunderbolt, which is cool. Wouldn't have done that much damage. The real question is Incineroar's attacks. This is the second turn of Dynamax. We don't KO Mimikyu, which is super unfortunate. We have 1 turn left of Dynamax. I think it's probably worthwhile just to max guard, right? Though I really don't see how I beat Incineroar. I guess I freeze it. Yeah, I mean, with Snow Cloak up, it's not impossible. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it isn't impossible. Like, we could dodge a Flare Blitz, get a freeze, and then maybe win. Though, I'd have to get... Oh, wait, no, Flare Blitz just unthaws, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, again, the Muddy Water miss is really bad. But I probably should have brought a Scavalier here. Like, it would have been really good against 3 of their Pokemon, but that would have probably meant leaving Conk or Milotic, so I don't know. I don't feel like I did anything that wrong. Like, I'm not even upset with my game plan here. I just feel like... I wasn't expecting Trick Room on Mimikyu based on how they were playing it, and Yeah, I missed a Muddy Water, which was a pretty big deal. So, yeah. I could have Dynamax Conkeldurr in the end as well and gotten an attack boost, which wouldn't have been terrible, but I don't think that would have helped too much in the end. I think this is the last turn, so I'm going to go back to Babby for me. We're going to go for a Freeze Dry into a Incineroar. I genuinely think the only chance I have of winning this is that they don't have a Fire move. I think I'm just going to lose this turn, but... with, you know, I have Snow Cloak in play. It's not over 100%. Ah, the Misty Terrain is up. That was stupid. That was stupid. Yep, I can't freeze. So I guess I need a Hyper Beam crit. Flare Blitz comes out and connects. Yeah, okay, that's going to be it. Okay, I'm glad it didn't matter because I felt kind of dumb. We're going to do one more, everybody, because I'm not satisfied with that game. I'm just going to say it. That was unsatisfying. I feel like I let Glaceon down. Of course, Glaceon was the last Pokemon on my side of the field to faint because it's so strong. But I really do kind of feel like I didn't play up to par there. So we're gonna do one more because the first one was very convincing. Second one was less convincing. I don't want any YouTubists, you know, just taking that loss, you know, and saying Glaceon is bad. Here's evidence, right? I couldn't handle that. So which way is front? Which way is back? All right, I've lost some ranks. That's unfortunate. We're about to get it back though. We are about to get it back. My opponent, frankly, they brought the right Pokemon and they played well. And sometimes that happens, right? I'm really surprised that I lost because I have Glaceon, but I think I must have just been really not playing well if that was the case. And my opponent played very well. It's not that Glaceon is unbeatable. It's not that Glaceon's unbeatable, it's just that it gives you a massive advantage. So this person is top 100 in the world. And Sand is not gonna lie, or Sun is like a really bad matchup for this team. Like an extremely bad matchup. So I guess what I want to do here is I'm gonna do Dusclops Togekiss up front with Conkeldurr Glaceon on the back. I did this game 1 and I won. Yeah, Glaceon is not bad here. I'm gonna have to really be relying on Conkeldurr to beat Charizard. Which is fine. And then I just try and win with Glaceon. Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough matchup. I'm not going to lie to the people at home and say that this is an easy matchup because it's not. It's a really hard matchup. But that's okay. That being said, I still think it's doable. There's a couple things that would make this pretty hard for us. Like, Tyranitar Excadrill lead, Dynamax Tyranitar would be hard, or Dynamax Excadrill. Like, the Sand Pokemon plus Togekiss are a little annoying. Charizard's actually not that big a deal, because if I have Choice Band, Rock Slide, Conkeldurr in the back, who I'm sure will miss Rock Slide, unfortunately. But if it doesn't miss Rock Slide, we're actually not in bad shape with that. And then Rotom's okay. Like, Glaceon beats Rotom and Togekiss, or like, it beats Rotom not in Dynamax form, it beats Togekiss in Dynamax form. It can kind of beat Charizard and Excadrill as well. I'm not actually sure how much Max Hailstorm does, but it probably doesn't KO. Yeah, so I guess ideally they would go for some Sun garbage here. But we'll see. Default trainer card, top 100 in the world. Reminds me of a certain somebody. Though I can't place who. So let's see. They lead off with Tyranitar. And... So this looks familiar to me, this lead. Let's see what their items are. Scope Lens and Life Orb. Alright, cool. So, I think I just want to go for Trick Room here. Trick Room and, I believe, Follow Me. Like, I might just get hit with spread moves here, though I think realistically I'm going to hit. I really want Togekiss to go down, honestly. And so my plan here is they don't Dynamax, which is really weird for me. Which is actually really smart. They're going to go for Heat Wave, and they connect on both. Okay, so Follow Me was dumb there. Does a ton of damage. Oh, they crit my Dusclops. I was like, that shouldn't be doing that much. And Kiss goes for Dazzling Gleam. This is really bad all of a sudden. Okay, many crits. That was a good turn 1, though, for them. Good play, good play. I respect it. The thing is, though, I got Trick Room up, even though I took a ton of damage and other moves would have been better. And I'm going to put this Togekiss in Rock Slide range. So I'm going to just Nightshade, Dazzling Gleam. Probably lose both my Pokemon this turn. Which is honestly okay, because then I get to go Glaceon and get 3 turns left in Trick Room. Still no Dynamax. I agree with that play. You really don't need your Dynamax just yet. They're actually slower than me. I hope my Togekiss doesn't get crit. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay, I lose Togekiss, and I'm most likely going to lose Dusclops as well. So that it might look like a bad start. And, you know, some people would argue it is a bad start. But, so that first crit really mattered. But now I get to go Glaceon with a ton of turns left of Trick Room, so it should be fine. Conkeldurr and Glaceon are the switch-ins. Saving Glaceon for last. So now we get to say, okay, you know, this might not look great, but we have 3 turns left to Trick Room to win this game. I'm probably going to have to lock into Rock Slide, which is not ideal. Honestly, I'm going to go Rock Slide and I'm going to go Freeze Dry here. Even something like Rotom can't switch into this. I think realistically Charizard's going to switch out, but just in case the Dynamax Togekiss, I went for Choice Band, Rock Slide, and Freeze Dry, because I think it will KO, although now that I'm thinking about it, it might not. But I don't think I can afford to Dynamax Glaceon there, because I don't know. I mean, this Togekiss is like, it might be max HP, actually. I don't know if I would Dynamax Togekiss in this situation, especially with Charizard in the game. Because I think the obvious move here is, like, Thunder Punch and Max Hailstorm or Rock Slide. Like, they don't know if I have Rock Slide or not. But I feel like you can't just... I feel like you have to respect Rock Slide. They do switch out their Charizard, so Togekiss is staying in. Rotom comes in, alright. Let's see if they Dynamax Togekiss. Please don't Dynamax Togekiss. Oh, they don't. Okay, Freeze Dry comes out into Togekiss. Almost KOs. Oh, please don't miss. Please don't miss. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, cool. So, that's good. That's really good. So I am locked into Rock Slide, which is not great. No one's gonna lie about that. It's not great to be locked into Rock Slide. Which Pokemon is that? Sableye. Why is Sableye coming in here? Well, I'm just gonna Rock Slide. I mean, I don't really need to switch out of my Rock Slide, right? Are they gonna quash me? That's the only thing I can think. I guess I just Rock Slide and Freeze Dry here. Yeah, I might need to Dynamax. This is kind of risky. Like, I need to get rid of Sableye because I just realized Sableye wants to set the sun up for Charizard, which is not great. And I only have 2 turns left to Trick Room. So if they have Fake Out, it could be really bad for me. Okay, Fake Out comes out into Conk. Wait, into Conk. Freeze Dry comes out. This should KO Rotom. Glaceon's really strong. Alright, Glaceon KOs Rotom. And it's the last turn of Trick Room. Alrighty, so I don't think I take Sun Boosted Max Max Flying. So Charizard's Life Orb, that means it most likely has Protect, right? So how do I win this? Because it's the last turn of Trick Room. Oh, are they gonna quash me? I'm gonna have to. I definitely Dynamax Conkeldurr here and Max Rockfall somebody. The only question is who. If I I have to call if Charizard protects itself this turn or not. And if I get it wrong, I'll lose. Oh god, I'm out of time. I'm gonna predict Charizard to protect, and I'm gonna double the Sableye. I'm really torn because I don't know if they're gonna quash or if they're gonna protect or if they're gonna ally switch. Oh, if they ally switch, I'm gonna feel like Gigantic. No, they wouldn't ally switch in front of Rock Slide. There's no way. I do Gigantamax by Conk. I'm EV'd for Max Flying in Sun with Assault Vest, but I don't have Assault Vest and I have Chip, thanks to Fake Out, which actually matters here. Let's see what they go for. No reason not to Gigantamax here. The only question is, can I KO Sableye? I'm kind of feeling it's going to be like a Heal Berry and then I won't KO with my double attack. Charizard, Gigantamax is up. Last turn Trick Room. Are they going to go for Protect, Max Guard? They do. Okay, so I make the right move. I might still lose anyway, but I do make the right move. Glaceon is slower. Okay, but I forgot the speed order. That's actually really good. Freeze Dry comes out. Give me the freeze. That's a lot of damage. And Conk goes for Max Rockfall. Glaceon KOs Togekiss, or puts Togekiss in range, puts Rotom in range, / KOs it, and puts Sableye in range. And now we've got Sand up. And the Sand is really nice here. It doesn't help Glaceon, but it does chip down all Pokemon equally. And I think Conk could take a Max Flying, even from Life Orb, because of my Dynamax. So that was a good play by us. Thank you, Glaceon. Extremely cool. Yeah, so this should be winnable, I think. I think I'd rather be in our position than the Charizard position, especially because Glaceon is still alive. So we're just going to over Rockfall here. No need to get fancy with it. And then Freeze Dry because it's actually not our strongest move, but a Hyper Beam is our strongest move. But if we get a Freeze, like if something were to... If we get crit on Conk, for example, and we get a Freeze, like then maybe it's good. That was close. That was way too close. That was almost very bad. Choice Band Conkeldurr are coming through. Nobody expects the choice band. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of Charizard. And Glaceon, once again, asserts dominance. I do apologize for the game I lost. I kind of feel like I was just kind of, you know, messing around, you know, like not really like doing my best. I'm making other people underestimate Glaceon. So there we go. That was a top 100 player in the world, and frankly, the matchup was not great. And we went down 2 Pokemon turn 2. We went down 2-4. So, yep, I think that really kind of showcases why I think Glaceon is good. Let's go ahead and check our ranking. So we started out somewhere in the 150s. I think we should be somewhere close to that now. We were 187 after our tough loss, and now we're back to rank. Back to rank. Updating. 134. Alright, so we're 134 in the world with Glaceon currently. So, Glaceon is clearly the best Pokemon ever. I hope you guys enjoyed the showcase of me, you know, using this overpowered Pokemon that everyone uses and is super powerful and stuff. So, yeah. So, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a likey and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Goodbye.